Marvel Studios, the Infinity Saga. One of the greatest, if not the greatest saga in the history of sagas that ever graced the silver screen.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Join me on this quest of ranking from best to worst, from S tier all the way down to E, the best and the worst of the MCU in the Infinity Saga. Iron Man 2008. We have Robert Downey Jr. He brings his A game. He's believable as this character.
I shouldn't be alive.
Villagers have been forced to take shelter in whatever creature.
Unless it was for a reason. I just
Recent
finally
violence
know
has been attributed to a group
what I
of
have to
foreign
do.
fighters referred to by locals
And I know
as
in my
10 rings,
heart
either forced
that
to
it's
join
right.
their militia.
Then we have Jeff Bridges in here. And Jeff Bridges brings his A game. And he has great chemistry with Robert Downey Jr. Like, they have some really good scenes.
Could you have a lousier poker face? Just tell me, who told you?
Never
who told
mind who told me.
Right.
Show me.
Well, this stays with me then. Come on, here, you can have a piece. Take
Thank
two.
you.
And then we have Gwyneth Paltrow in here. And she brings her A game. And she has some really good scenes.
After all these years, Tony still has you picking up the dry cleaning.
I do anything and everything that Mr. Sark requires, including occasionally taking out the trash. Will that be all?
And then she also has great chemistry with Robert Downey Jr. And they have very emotional scenes together.
I just think you're overstating.
You know,
that's
and
all.
we're here, and then I'm wearing this ridiculous dress, and then we were dancing like that, and there's pus.
It's not pus. It's an inorganic plasmic discharge. It's from the device, not from my body.
And so this movie is pumping out nothing but emotional scenes and building characters. And then the Iron Man suit, the special effects in here look realistic. It looks like Robert Downey Jr. is really flying around in that suit.
Gauge heads-up display.
Check.
Report all preferences from home interface.
We'll do so.
Now this movie does have flaws because, you know, you get the generic hero versus villain, and the villain is just a mirror image of the hero. It's just two tin men fighting each other, and it's generic. But the reason why I care and I'm invested in it is because all of the emotional layers that they built before this fight.
You have one last golden egg to give. Oh, Tony. This is your Ninth Symphony. Oh, what a masterpiece. Look at that.
And so this is a great stepping off point, kicking off the series with Iron Man, and this goes in the A tier. I put this in the A tier because, you know, like I said, it's a great film. It's got all these emotional layers to it, great emotional beats, great character development, arc, everything. We were off to a great start with Iron Man 2008. Then we have The Incredible Hulk 2008 with Edward Norton. And Edward Norton is a phenomenal actor, and he's doing what he can with this movie.
Tem problema?
Sem problema.
Faz mais.
Ai, não me deixe com fome.
Quê?
Não vão quando eu come.
I don't think you're gonna like me when I'm angry.
My favorite scene in this whole film is the fight sequence between Tim Roth's Blonsky and the Incredible Hulk.
Remember me?
I love how Blonsky goes one-on-one with the Hulk. It feels exciting. And when the Incredible Hulk just slaps Tim Roth in the face and he goes flying across the field and crashes into a tree, is horrific. And then the ending of this film, the fight sequence between Abomination and the Incredible Hulk, is pretty cool. Other than that, I don't care about this film. I know there was some like behind the scenes stuff where like Edward Norton, I think, wanted to make this a little darker, and they should have did that. They should have went in a darker direction. But for me and my money, this movie completely forgettable. It has some cool moments in it, but it's a D tier movie. It's D tier, and it's like not the worst thing, but it's definitely not anywhere near the best. We got Iron Man 2 in 2010. And this movie is nowhere near as good as the first one. This movie, Iron Man 2, is too many characters, there's too much going on here, is a convoluted mess.
God, they're running out quick.
Unfortunately, the device that's keeping you alive is also killing you.
I am very real. I'm the realest person you're ever gonna meet.
Worse.
We've secured the perimeter, but I don't think we should hold it for too much longer.
Tony, I want you to meet Agent Romanoff.
Hi.
I'm a SHIELD shadow. Once we knew you were ill, I was tasked to you by Director Fury.
Tony, what are you doing back there? What is that? Put that back. Put it back where you got it from. So from all of us at Stark Industries, I'd like to personally show you my ass. What is and always will be my greatest creation is you.
You know, the question I get asked most often is, Tony, how do you go to the bathroom in the suit? Just like that.
But there are some cool moments here. Like, I love Mickey Rourke's Whiplash. I think he is an interesting villain, and he has one of the best villain intros in cinema superhero movie history. But then his character is discarded for Sam Rockwell's character, who is like another version or goofier version of Tony.
It's capable of reducing the population of any standing structure to zero. I call it the ex-wife.
You turn to the right. Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Wow.
And yeah, you know, Sam Rockwell has some funny scenes. But I don't care about that. I want to see Mickey Rourke's Whiplash.
Yes.
I want my bird.
I can get you a bird, I can get you 10 birds.
I want my bird.
Well, okay, nothing's impossible. We got you the bird, pal.
Not that Whiplash. I want to see the Whiplash that I saw on the racetrack.
If you can make God bleed, then people will cease to believe in him. And there will be blood in the water, and the sharks will come.
Then you have the whole ending with the robots and the explosions and the bigger suit that Whiplash has, and he dies, and it's just like, I don't care. So you know what, I'll put this at a C tier. This goes into the C tier because you know what, it's not as bad as the Incredible Hulk, but it's nowhere near as good as the first Iron Man.
So from all of us at Stark Industries, I'd like to personally show you my ass.
We have Thor 2011, and it's directed by Kenneth Branagh, and he's hitting us with them Dutch angles. I don't mind the Dutch angles. I think the film is beautifully directed, and I appreciate Kenneth Branagh trying to put some artistic flair in this film. I think everything that takes place on Asgard in the fantasy world is fantastic. Like the fight scene with the Frost Giants is a great cinematic extravaganza. But then once we go to Earth, I feel like that's when everything becomes very boring. There are some funny jokes in here.
Hi. Just taking a little blood.
How dare you attack the son of Odin?
I need some help.
Then bring me a healing stone, you savages! You are no match for the mighty!
I think the thing that really sells it for me is Tom Hiddleston's performance. He's great in here. And then the ending fight scene of this film is visually stunning because they're on the Bifrost and this is big rainbow. Other than that, I really don't care about this film. So I'm going to put it in the D tier. I think it is just as bad, if not worse, than The Incredible Hulk. We have Captain America, the First Avenger, 2011. Now, right off the bat, the most interesting thing to me in this film is how they do Chris Evans as Steve Rogers when he is puny and scrawny.
Don't know when to give up, do you?
I can do this all day.
We are going to win this war because we have the best men. And because they're going to get better. Much better.
That whole origin story about him goes on for a long time, but you know what? I find it to be the most engaging part of the film.
You win wars with guts.
Grenade!
Move, move,
Get away! Get back!
Is this a test?
He's still skinny.
Then when he meets Peggy and has his relationship with her, I think that these two actors have great chemistry, so I believe in their little romance.
Yes, I think it works.
And then once Steve Rogers, Chris Evans, gets the super soldier serum and becomes Captain America, the movie becomes a little bit more interesting because it doesn't just jump into him doing Captain America things. He's becoming the literal definition of a dancing monkey.
And these are your only two options. A lab rat or a dancing monkey.
You know, for the longest time I dreamed about coming overseas and being on the front lines, serving my country. Finally got everything I wanted. And I'm wearing tights.
But then, once he becomes Captain America officially, he gets the suit and starts going on missions, that to me is the most worst and most boring part of the film. I feel like they've told so much story about his origin that by the time he becomes Captain America, they like ran out of time. So they just do a montage of him doing Captain America things and he's going on these random missions consistently. And I'm just like, you're going on mission after mission after mission to where I'm just like, I don't care anymore. And then he fights Red Skull, who does nothing. He's interesting because he's played by Hugo Weaving. He's a great actor. And then he can peel off his face and it's a Red Skull. Whoop-de-doo. And then the ending of the film, you know, he gets stuck in the ice, and it is sad because I love, you know, the relationship that he has with Haley Atwell's character Peggy. And so the ending of this film is just to set up the big finale with the Avengers team-up movie. And Captain America: The First Avenger, you know what? I find this to be a pretty solid film, so I put it in the B tier. Da-da-da-da! Marvel Studios: The Avengers 2012. Is a phenomenal film. I love how they bring in all of these heroes for this big crossover event. This is an event film. Even though, yes, Joss Whedon, it looks like a TV movie, but when you see the action sequences, they feel grand, big in scope and scale. It's just a magnificent masterpiece of adrenaline and action.
And Hulk. Smash.
And I love the chemistry between all the characters here. Like, they have some great banter back and forth.
I gotta say, it's an honor to meet you. Officially. I sort of met you. I mean, I watched you while you were sleeping.
You are pretty spry for an older fellow.
What's your thing, Pilates?
What? It's like calisthenics. You might have missed a couple things, you know, doing time as a capsicle.
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Shakespeare in the Park?
Doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
Loki is beyond reason, but he is of Asgard. And he is my brother.
He killed 80 people in 2 days.
He's adopted.
Big man in a suit of armor. Take that off. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
I know guys with none of that worth 10 of you.
You people are so petty and tiny.
And even though, yes, we have our ending sequence that goes on forever, and it's just an army of faceless things that we need to destroy, I still love the dynamics between the characters within the sequence.
You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play. To lay down on a wire and let the other guy crawl over you.
I think I would just cut the wire.
Always a way out. You know, you may not be a threat, but you better stop pretending to be a hero.
And then when Tony makes the ultimate sacrifice, sacrifices himself to blow up the mothership, which destroys all the corresponding aliens down below. Maybe I'm just geeking out, but I don't know. It's like every time I watch Marvel Studios' The Avengers in 2012, I just fall in love with it. This movie is a phenomenal film. It's totally S tier movie. I don't need to say anything more about it.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.